right, so how's everybody doing today? Woo-hoo! So I'm going to be running through, see if we can do this in less than 10 minutes. I'm on I-95 and I want to play my music really loud because I got boom booms in the trunk. So 10 things that I like and love about my car. Now these are not they're in order in a sense, whereas the number one thing about this car I love, if you can put that in a different car, I might just take that car and drive with it because it's just so seamlessly good and accurate. It's not as powerful because obviously the engine isn't as powerful as this one component, but I'll talk about it at the end of this video. Now, first off, number 10, I love and like and admire this dashboard. If you guys take a look here, this overhang, it's on both sides of the dashboard. It's on the driver's side and the passenger side, and it kind of gives the car this sleek feel, like it's a sports car, like you could just punch right through in the distance. I love the center console. I do think it is a little bit wide for it. I don't know why you made it a little bit wide, but I'm okay with it. It's just a little bit wide. Like right now I'm driving and it's comfortable. My knee is hitting the console, but the console has a soft plush touch. I don't know if that's a correct term, but it's comfortable. I'm cool with it. It's just a little wide, and it kind of makes the car feel a little crammed up, but that's going to come in to one of my other videos with 10 things that I dislike and hate about my Taurus. Number 9, the rear windows actually go down all the way. So just take a look here for a minute. It's gonna be weird for some of the people next to me. Wow! Oh, wait! All right, that was good. I love it. I can't tell you how it feels to sit in the rear seat and actually have the rear windows go all the way down. There are a lot of cars that have that. It's not really like a big feature, but I'm glad that Ford put it in there. Number 8, the ride of this car is a little stiffer than other cars that I've driven in the past, which was pretty much like a few days ago, because one of my job requires me to actually test drive vehicles when the technician is done with working on it. I have to test drive it, make sure it's aligned, make sure it feels like it's balanced, make sure there's no extra stuff, give it a hard takeoff, give it a hard brake, and I actually have to do that stuff. And so I've driven a lot of cars, and I love the Dodge Charger. I love it. The one thing I can't really deal with is the seat. It's like, are you kidding me? It's a little bit stiff. This seat is not super, but it's soft, and I like that. Coming in at number 7, the sound system the stock sound system in this car is good. It has, the center thing here, I don't know if they call it a speaker, but it has 6 speakers, which is one on the driver door, one on the passenger door, one on the left driver door, one on the left rear door, one on the right rear door, and then there's 2 above the rear person's head in the back. And there's also a speaker in the center top console, and there's also, these things they're like tweeters. They're really loud. No, they're really high pitched, but they're not really loud. I'm trying to concentrate whilst I'm driving on 95. And number 6, I admire the trunk space in this car because it's 20.1 or 21 cubic feet, but it's pretty big. Right now I got my 212s in the trunk, which is literally mounted right behind the seat here. I just have to take out 2 screws and I can actually pull the whole box out. And sometimes I'll have 2 boxes, 2 containers. I don't think it's called containers, but I would have 2 of those big box containers things, plastic container in the trunk, and in one I would have my torque wrench, jack stands, battery jumper, and different tools that I would use for like a mechanic type thing, and then in another plastic container box thingy, I would have all my detailing tools like wax, compound, polish, car wash stuff, rags, and all that good stuff, and drills and pads for the drills. And I would still have space to rest stuff in the trunk. I think that's pretty cool. Number 5, this car has really cool fuel economy. It's legit. I'm not pretending with you. I can reach 29 miles to the gallon. Without the cold air intake, I used to hit 30, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. Probably not going to tell you the figures now. Okay, so I've been driving pretty aggressive for the last few days. And I'm getting 17.6 miles to the gallon. So I'm just trying to be honest with you. City fuel economy is not fire with this car. You know, we're talking about a V6, and then I got a cold air intake, and I just upgraded my exhaust. So we went from, I think we went from 2-inch to either 2.5 or 3-inch pipe. No, 3-inch pipe. Because my old exhaust tip, I could actually throw it into this exhaust tip. Like, I'm not joking. All right. Number 4, the exterior of this car is gorgeous. It's beautiful. I love the way the hood just have that beefy look. I don't know what it is about the car, but for some reason you see it in the distance and you just have to go, what is that? I like it. It's a Ford? Oh, and you kind of like, you know, you're kind of shunned because you're like, well, Fords aren't supposed to be nice. This is a nice Ford. And also, speaking of nice, in another video, I'll tell you guys 10 things that I dislike or hate about this car, and you'll be surprised I'll show you what I actually don't like. And I'm looking in the cabin now, or in the cabin, in the car now, and it's kind of like, Ford, you slip up on that one. And another time I was walking out of a mall with some friends, and at a glance, I was like, that Charger is fire. Woo! But then I caught eyes with this red Taurus, and I was like, whoa, that car looks real good. Nice, man. Whoever got that, they keep it clean. And I unlocked the car, and I was like, oh, oops, that's my car. Wow, I really have a nice car. Number 3, remote start. I didn't bring the other key fob to show you, but the remote start on this thing is beautiful. If you lock the car and double click the remote start button and let it go, sometimes it catches and sometimes it doesn't. When it don't catch, it's embarrassing because it goes and you have to jump in the car and start it and then turn it off and then walk away, and then you can do it again. So it's easier for those of you who have the Ford, the remote start. Lock the car, and when you're pressing the circle button, you press it, and then you press it and hold it a second time until the car starts. I've done this, I want to say just near 500 feet away from the car. I want to see if I can be accurate with my numbers, but the car started, and I was on the second floor of a building, and my car was in the parking lot across an entire playground and grass field. I'm not joking. And the car started. I did it twice, by the way, to make sure that it works. All right, coming in at number 2. Let's see if I could get this done because someone called me and I lost that other video. Coming in at number 2, the seats in this car is comfortable. And I have that as number 2 because I live in Delray Beach, and I would drive to Fort Lauderdale, pick up my friends, and we would go to Miami to concerts. And to get to Miami to these concerts, we're talking 2.5-hour driving. To my knowledge, not a single time have I exited out the vehicle and had people go, oh, my back, oh, my leg. You know, it's like you step out of here and you're like, yeah. The front seats are pretty soft. The back seats, or the rear seats, they're super soft. Right at the edge near the door, when you're sitting in, it sinks down enough that you don't have to hit your head. And I'll show you in another video. That's one thing I don't like about this car, because I'm taller and sometimes I hit my head, even to the front here. But that's in another video. So coming in at number 1, and I did another video on this. This is one thing that I would put in another car and use it. And I think if it's paired with the right engine, this transmission would be beautiful. So right now we're doing 20 miles per hour on I-95 for some reason. Put it in sport. We're going to shift it down to second gear. I love it. Like when you shift gears, even in manual, the car doesn't go, but the car goes, and it's gorgeous. I'm sorry for doing that. I'm a really cool guy to be around. I'm weird at times when I do stuff, and I just like to do weird things. So you guys probably wondering what this thing back here behind me is. When I talked about the trunk space, I was supposed to throw that in there. I'm going to take up my subs to do a video of the trunk so you guys can see the actual size of it. It's a pretty big trunk, and one of the other features that I love about this car that I didn't put in to writing down was the 60-40 fold seats, or 40-60, whatever one comes first. 40-60, yeah, I think it's 40 because it's up and then it goes down. 40-60 fold seats. Both of these rear seats can come down, and you know it's good. And also if you're on a road trip with friends, possibly 3 adults, it would be cool, because then like the one adult in the back could be like, not really the server, but the person who serves the food. And you could put like a cooler right to the back of the trunk, to the tip of the seat, sorry, in the trunk, and you could put like sandwiches and cold drinks and stuff, and you drive and you're like, hey, can you pass me a Coca-Cola? And they reach in the back and they pass you a Coca-Cola, and voila. I really wish I had a Coca-Cola to drink right now. How to pop it and drink it. All right, so thank you for watching this video. That's 10 things that I like and love about this car. Starting from 10 is what I like a lot, and then going into number 1 is what I love. I think I covered most of it for now. I also like the sunroof here. It's pretty cool. I think I showed you guys that before in another video, so it's nothing new. And that concludes our video for today. So hopefully today I can also upload a video of 10 things that I don't like about this car, because I actually have it all written down on paper. I love the cool air intake too, because people think I have turbo because it whistles. So when you're changing gears and all that pressure is released, it's like it has a little hiss to it. Love it. All right, and oh my goodness, 12 minutes. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys in another video.